How's everybody doing? Good afternoon. It's Halloween. You might be busy. You might be running back and forth to the front door. You might be taking the little ones out trick or treating. So I understand it's Halloween, uh, but it's time to talk about a big case. And we're talking, of course, about SSterns, Jen Soto, Madeline Soto, and uncovering some details here that have a lot of people scratching their heads, wondering what is going on here. Information that led investigators to believe, and now many members of the public to believe, that someone was talking about, or was planning on having a child with Stephen Stearns, the monster. Let that sink in for a second. Someone whose name has not been revealed, but is suspected to be JennOrMaddie. So the question that we're going to talk about today, Stephen Stearns, who wanted his baby? I'm Vinny Politan, lead anchor for Court TV, and this is Vinny Live.
Hey, get ready, get set, let's go. It's true crime, streaming live, worldwide. It's Vinny Live. It's true crime, streaming live, worldwide. It's Vinny Live. Get ready. So post inside the chat. Get ready for the prosecutor hat. Get set. To like and to subscribe, let's go! It's time for Vinny Live!
Wow. All right. Scary episode, folks. This is some sick stuff we're talking about today. Some really sick stuff involving the monster. Seems somebody wanted his baby. So where does this come from? This comes from the investigation and some text messages. Now, this is the backstory is when these reports are done and they're released to the public in the state of Florida, which has the sunshine laws. But the reason everything's not just thrown out there immediately is because there are redactions done where certain information is excluded. And in a lot of the documents, names were redacted. Not Stephen Stearns, but other people's names, witnesses, and the victim. So I'm going to put something up on the screen here that we're going to take a look at. We're going to read it together. And it's this part of the report that raises the question about Stephen Stearns talking about planning or wanting to have a baby with someone. It's scary. It's absolutely scary. So let me put it up here. All right. That's kind of small. I will make it large. I will make it really large. Okay. So there was a photo. Stephen contained a photograph of two coins. I can't read it like that, can I? Let me take the... Should I take that off? All right, let me try to figure out the best place to put this. Okay, Stephen, photograph of two coins. The coins had the inscription of New Parent Decision Coin and appeared to be from Amazon.com. And then you see the blur. That's the redaction. Redacted name sends two follow-up texts. So first there was a text sent to Stephen that contained a photograph of two coins. The coins had the inscription of, quote, New Parent Decision Coin and appeared to be from Amazon.com. Whoever sent that text message sent two follow-up text messages to Stephen stating, we need this and get it for us, please. We need this and get it for us, please. Okay, there's going to be a lot to pick apart here. Now, a search of Amazon for these coins revealed that these coins are for new parents, where one can flip a coin to decide if it's the mother's or father's time to complete a task for a newborn. Due to the fact that this conversation was not near Father's Day or Mother's Day, leads one to believe that whoever is sending these text messages, whose name was redacted from the documents, and Stefan had been, now I got to go back to the other one, had possibly spoke about conceiving a child. Had possibly spoke about conceiving a child. Okay? Let's think about this for a minute. Let it sink in. I'll read it again. Someone whose name's been redacted sent a text to Stefan that contained a photograph of two coins. The coins had the inscription of New Parent Decision Coin and appeared to be from Amazon.com. Whoever sent the text, redacted, sends two follow-up texts to Stefan stating, "We need this and get it for us, please." A search of Amazon for these coins revealed these coins are for new parents, where one can flip a coin to decide if it's the mother's or father's time to complete a task for a newborn. Due to the fact that this conversation was not near Father's Day or Mother's Day, I don't know what that has to do with the price of tea in China, but leads one to believe that Redacted and Stefan had possibly spoken, I'll correct that, about conceiving a child. Is it sinking in? Is it sinking in? That's why I'm asking. Who wanted his baby? What's going on here? What exactly is going on here? Let me show you this now. I'll show you the actual ad from Amazon. We'll take a look at the ad from Amazon coming up here in just a second. Those are the coins. New Parent Decision Coin. Daddy's turn, flip for your fate. Mummy's turn, flip for your fate. Wow. Wow. New Parent Decision Coin. Okay, there's no gray area in what this coin is for and who would be looking at purchasing it. New parents, people planning, or people who maybe have a newborn child. We know from the beginning, everyone talked about the motive for the red rum. Was it because she was carrying a child, young Maddie? And I'll show you one other part of this ad so you have an idea of the description. Here, I'll go back to this. A fun new parents decision coin, double-sided mom, dad turn coin, decision-making coin, mom, dad, new parents decision coin for new mom and dad parents gifts baby shower. Gift for a baby shower. Now, let's think for a moment. What is going on? We've heard the interview with Jen, and all the information appears to reveal that they were not actively engaged as traditional boyfriend-girlfriend in traditional boyfriend-girlfriend adult activities. Okay? I think at this point of the relationship, that was not happening. It was not happening. Jen and Steph were not doing it. So what's the date of this? This is 12/16/23. So this is the middle of December. Okay? The middle of December. A couple months before Maddie goes missing. Well, she didn't really go missing. We know what happened. So that's the timing of this. Yikes. This is yikes. New parent decision coins. So it brings us to the place where we have to decide who sent the text message. There's only two options. I'll begin with Jen. They're not currently engaged in sexual activities in their relationship at that point. It's just not part of what they're doing. Under what circumstances would Jen do that? They were not necessarily planning on a new child. I mean, did you want to look at it that Jen is the one sending these and it's to take care of Maddie? Like, is that possible? Obviously not a newborn, 13 years old. Does that make sense? Like, it's your turn to take care of Maddie. It's my turn to take care of Maddie, or your turn to abuse Maddie. My turn to abuse. I mean, I don't know what that is. If your child is about to be 13 years old, because she was 12 at the time. Or the alternative, which is that we know, like, what we know for a fact is that this conduct had been ongoing for years. So what does that do psychologically to a girl who is now has gone through puberty, right? Is there a misperception of what the relationship is? Because her world is this big, right? She doesn't know. Like, a child may not know that this is essay, that this is not right, this is wrong. This is her only reality. Does she have a perception because of the way Steph treats her that they're in a relationship of some sort, which it's not, it's essay, period. But psychologically, would Maddie be in the mindset that they're in this relationship? So, and part of her relationship is, oh, you have babies. Oh, so we're going to need this as we're going to be new parents. Was this going on? I don't know which scenario is more likely. Now, we don't know because the paper, again, is redacted, so we don't know who it is. And there are parts of this where Jen's name is redacted, Maddie's name is redacted, the names of other witnesses are redacted as well. Now, I want to take a listen to the part of this interrogation interview of Jen, because the detective brings it up, and I'm wondering if the detective is bringing this up because he knows about this coin.
We can go even worse. She's pregnant.
That's what questions last night led me to believe when we started talking about her period.
I was told that her and her friend, and granted, I'm male, never had a period, but that somebody found it weird that they were no longer on the same cycle. Could be different because she's a teenage girl. Could be that she missed her period. Have you ever found a pregnancy test at home that wasn't yours?
I have two underneath the bathroom sink, but I haven't seen if they're still there.
Again, we can get back to like her demeanor when we're talking about your 12, recently turned 13-year-old and potential pregnancy with your boyfriend, or was he your boyfriend? What exactly was the status of your relationship? I mean, all of this plays into this, and it's maddening. It's maddening. I can't believe we're sitting here and everyone's debating. Well, yeah, I don't know. You flip a coin on it. It could be either one of them based upon what happened here, which is extremely troubling. It's extremely troubling. This coin, it makes, it doesn't make sense for Jen to send it, but she might. Like there's nothing. Obviously, we're in this world where nothing makes sense when it comes to Jen Soto and what she's doing. Like her acting, nothing she does makes sense. There's no level of common sense. So, I mean, in my mind, I can see it both ways because of the way Jen is. Like she does, like the whole thing, sending them to bed together, all that. Like, none of this makes sense. The way she sees the world, it's warped. It's absolutely warped and twisted. So is she seeing? Because she did refer. Remember early on, she did refer to SSterns as the stepfather, even though she's no longer engaged in like a boyfriend girlfriend traditional relationship with SSterns. They've not married, never were married, and like, but her words. Remember, she used those words, stepdad. So is that the way she sees him, as daddy, her as mommy? And I just don't want to take care of my teenager. I don't want to pick her up. I don't want to make sure that she does, whatever she has to do to get ready to go to sleep or get ready in the morning to go to school. So we'll get this thing. We'll use the coin, and one of us will take care of the child. I mean, I can see that possibility in her warped world. But on the alternative, if this conduct is taking place through all these years, there's questions about Madeline's cycle and how, because she's not crying out necessarily to anyone about what's happening to her. So her perception of what Stearns is doing to her is only part of her world, which is limited. It's limited. When you're a child, your world is like this, and then it gets a little bit bigger. Then, you go to college, your world gets, if you go to college, your world gets bigger. When you move out of home, it gets bigger. And then when you start getting into adult relationships, your world gets really big. Then you have kids. And then when you start getting older, your world starts getting smaller again. But she's in that small state. So she may not know, she's not worldly. She may not know how bad this conduct is, because it's all she's known for years, right? For years. And now you go through puberty and like, well, what does it mean? Like, what is really going on here? And we don't know all the words that SSterns is using to manipulate her. Okay. Now, we are streaming live on my YouTube channel, and we're welcoming today, as we are also streaming on the Court TV YouTube channel. So all the folks on the Court TV YouTube channel, you need to like and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. And all the folks on my channel, make sure you like and subscribe to the Court TV YouTube channel as well. Appreciate that. We've got more than 3,000 already jumping in here in just a few minutes that we've started. We're also on my Facebook page. We're on Twitch, and we're on X. And I get all the comments in the chat. They roll by, and I scroll through, and we talk about what you're talking about. We answer questions, take a look at your comments and your thoughts, et cetera, et cetera. We've got our mod squad in the chat taking care of business. And by the way, if you're having trouble getting notifications, follow me on Twitch, because Twitch notifies every time, and they're the quickest. So even if you don't want to watch on Twitch, which you can certainly subscribe on Twitch, and then you'll get the notification super quick, because you know how fickle the big social media places are, like YouTube and Facebook. Facebook's the worst. I'll just say that they're the worst. Got 1 million people following me, and if I'm lucky, 5,000 of you, it may show up on your page. Sometimes less. It's crazy. It's crazy. Makes no sense to me. But here we go. Gen X is our one of our moderators in our great team of women who keep track of what's going on in the chat. They are the Mod Squad.
Order in the chat. Order in the chat. Don't dare attack. We've got order in this chat. The Mod Squad is on the job. helping us to keep it clean. The Mod Squad is on the job, always so nice and never mean. So let's give it up and say hello to the 3 amazing ladies running the show. Gen X, let's make some noise. Frankie Figs, let's clap our hands. And Jennifer Subay, let's raise the roof. Order in the chat, order in the chat. Don't dare attack, we've got.
All right, folks, you'll be singing it all day long. Order in the chat. You know the rules. You can disagree, but don't be disagreeable. No personal attacks. And try to keep the language clean, because you know what YouTube does to us. And thanks to our Mod Squad on the job, of course. Always, always, always. All right. Oh, what's this? Court TV in the house. Obviously, like I said, we are simulcasting on the Court TV YouTube channel. You might have to switch from top chat to live chat. I don't know what that means, but they know what they're talking about. Of course. All right. And who do we have? I guess a lot of people getting ready for the Halloween celebrations today. And I think it's almost about that time, right? This is when the first trick-or-treaters get home from school and start doing their thing. So I've got my son. He's on the job upstairs. He's old. He's not going trick-or-treating, but he will handle the door if it rings. So let's see. But I don't think we're going to get any. All right. DM, hi, Vinny, hi, Chad. I think Maddie thought they were in a relationship. Anyone else think Jennifer was the third wheel? Whew. And this can happen because it's abuse. It's abuse. And Maddie, you know, like that warped sense of what exactly this is all about and what's going on. If that's the case, then you could see this discussion. Hey, I've gone through puberty. Time to have that baby, right? Like not understanding how wrong all of this actually is. And when you say third wheel, do you mean that Jen knows that she's the third wheel? Thank you, DM. One tired mama, Risa. Mama Risa. I think Maddie may have thought they were in love, warped her mind, and groomed them both. He's so gross. The grooming goes, right? So in a situation where you've got a single mom, it's a double grooming. I think that's a big point that we overlook a lot, right? And I know no one agrees with Jen's actions. We don't. But don't forget, the one who is attempting to gain access is also manipulating her. I know some may believe she's in on all of this. I don't know. I don't have the smoking gun yet. I could say the parenting skills, she gets an F, because your first job as a parent is to protect your child. And obviously that's not happening. A few of her statements leave me very, very baffled and confused as to why you would say that. The Woody Allen situation, that comment, and another comment about, she was always concerned, and her mother always told her to watch out for guys and, don't trust men and all that. And she trusts this. Like, could you trust that? That's who she chooses to trust. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I think the only way I myself could really make a judgment, short of a piece of independent evidence that clearly indicates her state of mind, would be to sit down and talk to her myself for 2 hours. When you sit down, you talk to someone, in my case, interview someone, you get a vibe. You get a certain feeling and understanding, and your questions get answered, which are the follow-up questions are the most important. And sometimes the police did a great job with the interview. I just would have gone a little bit further, but they were in a different place. They were putting together the overall case, but just trying to understand her. There are follow-up questions. There are things that you would ask her to explain, etc. So that's, for me, I think would be the best way for me, short of independent evidence. Because the evidence we have right now, there is nothing that would be strong enough for me to be convinced beyond a reasonable doubt that she had knowledge of the ongoing conduct. Oh, Jennifer White has been subscribed to Vinny for a while now, just able to catch the live. I'm glad you could catch us on this Halloween day. We've got close to 3,500 watching right now as we simulcast on the Court TV's channel as well. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and to Court TV. All right. This is My Five Cats. I don't know how you can write something up. How do you get to write something upside down there? That's pretty cool. No, but I do have a secret stash of dark chocolate too. Oh, this is an ongoing conversation I jumped into the middle of. Interesting. All right, let's get to today. I'm going to try to not fall too far behind. Okay, I'm going to try to. And Marianne Emanuel vibing with Vinny live today. Thank you so much. Great to have you aboard. Thanks for joining. Michelle DiNardo, Jennifer's guilty of neglect. I did another stream on this, and I'll do one in the future, another one. But I went through all the law in detail on the potential charges in Florida and explained the ones where, yeah, we could perhaps charge. Wouldn't be the strongest case. Well, Laura brings up something interesting here. Now, this came from the interview with the guidance counselor, who said, and this is the timing of this is interesting, is that he's moving out. She didn't like him there. She ate the food. He was always in the way, and she was uncomfortable. And she was glad that he was moving out of the house. And that's around the same time. This is in January, I believe. So at the same time, would she be sending these coins? Well, a child could be very confused. The child could be saying different things to different people. But she did, as Laura points out, tell her guidance counselor that she did not like him and that he was weird. So that, to me, that was powerful. That's the only place where we've gotten something from Maddie through someone outside of the family, right? Because that's where you want it. Oh, by the way, time to bang the gavel. Pate Master 13 has become a YouTube member on the Court TV channel. Welcome, Pate Master 13. Fantastic. Thanks for joining. Remember, you have all your different levels of membership. Check them out. All right. Karen Boylan. Well, Vinny, there were 2 unopened pregnancy tests in Jen's bathroom. Okay. Yeah, and Jen acknowledged in that little piece of that interview I played, she did mention those, but she hadn't used them. How much dust did they have on them? How old were they? Was there a time where she was using them? Was Jen involved with anyone else when Stefan wasn't around? I don't know. Or did she get them for Maddie? Because she knew what was going on. Like, these are the questions. These are the questions that don't necessarily, get fully answered. But thank you, Karen. Jules Ansem. Love you, Vinny. Thank you, Jules. Jules with a big smile. Happy Halloween. No costume today. Not wearing a costume. Did have a party, and I went as an airline pilot a few weeks ago because the host of the party is an airline pilot. So that was fun. All right. Let's see who else is in the house.
Time to get happy. It's time to get funky. It's time for us to smile. 'Cause here comes Max Spunky.
All right, McSpunky is here. Order in the chat. I'm telling you, that song, it's in my mind. Like, there are times I'm walking around, I'm singing order in the chat. Like, why? I created a monster. All right, thank you. Great to see McSpunky here. Anytime things get a little too dark, depressing, sad, we try to throw in a dash of McSpunky. All right. Jennifer Whitehead, that child was way too young to have a baby, but the things I've heard about him, I wouldn't put it past him putting that into her head. Yeah, that's the part we don't know, right? Is the manipulation that is going on, the grooming that is going on, the conversations that are going on. Southwest 4x4 Explorers, S-Dubs, if MS Prego, wouldn't SS be catching more charges? Yes. So that was not determined or found in the autopsy. The question is, were there plans and was there chatter about it, right? Did she want his baby? Did Jen? Did Maddie? Like, why are we sending these? Like, the text message was sent. It's not up for. It's a fact. This is a fact. This was sent. We need this. Get this. Get it for us, please. Who's the us and who sent it? We don't know because it's redacted. McSpunky. Thank you. Happy All Hallow Eves. Vinny Mods and the fellow cool chatters. Fantastic. Thank you, McSpunk. Yeah, the neighborhood we used to live in, Halloween transformed from a child holiday to an adult holiday because the cul-de-sacs, all the houses would get together and would go to the end of the road and have like an adult party going on, and you'd have all the candy lined up. So the kids would just go, instead of going house to house to house, they went bucket to bucket to bucket to bucket. But what ended up happening is it started to become, I think, competitive. And then one of the cul-de-sacs in our neighborhood, like TV screens, a grill is going, making chili, and the spread was just amazing. The music blasting. I think they got a DJ one year. It was like, I said, this is no longer a children's holiday. It's an adult holiday. It's fun. It was fun for everybody. But yeah, happy Halloween to all. And you got to be careful driving tonight. If you go out on the roads, I'm going to be leaving soon to head down to the studio. Cakes Boo from the AU. Vinny. Do we know the date of the text? 12/16/23, December 16th, 2023. Tanya, you look tired, Vinny. I'm so tired. Well, it's very perceptive, Tanya, because right now in my neighborhood, the last 2 days, I work at night. I get home late. I go to sleep late. I don't set an alarm. I wake up when I'm done sleeping. Okay? No alarm. I did that for years when I did early morning television and early morning radio. I don't set an alarm. I wake up when I'm done sleeping. However, the last 2 days, they've been paving outside. Yesterday, they started with the machines at 6 a.m., which is illegal. Today, 7 a.m. So I've been awake way too long. So if I look tired, that would be why. But thank you, Tanya, for noticing. I have to put on a little extra, a little concealer I use the Studio Fix because it's a foundation and a powder all in one. All right, Sarah Elena Peterson with a super sticker. Thank you, Sarah. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Ooh, April is going really dark right now. April Kavanaugh. I think they both wanted poor Maddie to have a kid. I can't imagine that though. If a like that's proof of a crime. Like that's the evidence of the crime. That'd be crazy. I mean, everything's on the table. Everything's on the table with these people. But wow. Because then it's got to be explained. Yeah, so just so there's no confusion, she was not with child. If she was with child, the charges would be upped down in Florida. However, the question is, who is sending those coins in December? These are for new parents. There's no ambiguity about who they're marketed to. They're for like baby showers and for new parents. Now, I guess parents who have a teenager could also purchase them or want them, but that's not the target market for these things. I don't know how you would come across them unless you were looking for things for new parents. I don't know. Maybe it pops up in your feed somewhere. I don't know. I don't know how you would even know about that. I never heard of these things until now. And Frankie Figs also in the house. Thank you, Frankie Figs, one of our mods on the job. OTJ. All right. I'm still scrolling through here. Scrolling, and I'm the typical 25 minutes behind the chat. But that's because I do the thing at the top of the chat, and then I start in the beginning and I work my way through, grabbing comments here and there, sometimes randomly, sometimes purposely. So again, the text message concerning these coins is in December, and we know for Maddie it's at the end of February. At 13, she most likely had periods happening. She did. That's been confirmed. By the mother. They interviewed friends of hers. They talked about it. So yeah, it was a thing. She had reached puberty. Where did the coins come from? Well, they're for sale on Amazon. No one had someone sent Stefan a text message saying, "We need this. Get this for both of us. Get this for us. We need this." So it's someone who's kind of speaking like we're part of a couple. So you would think Jen, but it's for new parents. And they weren't like in that mode at that point. So that raises the specter and the question of whether or not it could have been Maddie. And check out who's here. Adam Drives Helen. A little late. That's all right. Hey, better late than never. Better late than never. You get in here and, you can always rewind at the end to see what you missed. Marissa Garcia. Only other thing I can think of is that there was an inside joke the three had for chores. Regardless, it would mean what was happening was normalized. And yeah, okay. Yes, for it's your turn to take out the garbage. It's my turn to, prepare dinner. Your turn to go to the grocery store. Sure. But I mean, when you think about the product itself, like it's like a cute, fun little thing for a baby shower or something, but like for an actual to actually use it is kind of silly when you could just use a coin. Heads is me, tails is you, or even or odds. Listen to this. Bub Bun from Antonio, or Bub Bun Antonio. The text was from Maddie. If you make a copy of the letter, you can see her name. I mean, it's redacted in a way where maybe you can. I have not been able to do that, but if you have, that's interesting. That's interesting. Pixie dust. Why did she even have them if she wasn't having sex with him? And that's probably the tests, right? They could be old. I mean, at some point she was. At some point she was. So maybe she had them. I don't know. Do you keep spare ones around? I don't know how that works. I really don't know how that works. Why would you have the tests? Why would you have the tests? That's another good question. If you're looking for me on YouTube, it's Vinny1, Vinny Politan 1. Gen X reminding us to hit the like on the way in. Hit that like button. We need those likes. All right, scrolling through. Don't forget my show's on tonight, 8 o'clock. 8 to 10, 8 to 9. And I got to keep an eye on what's going on here with the case out of Georgia. Ooh. By the way, in the Delphi case, the state has rested. The state has rested their case. The state is rested in the Delphi case out in Indiana. That's interesting. I don't see anything about, and then we're on verdict watch in Georgia in the burn pile case. Shelly Rue. Great to see you, Shelly Rue. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the support. It's appreciated. Bluebird 57. Jen reminds me of the Menendez brothers' mother. Let me read that again. Jen reminds me of the Menendez brothers' mother. Okay, that's fair. That's a fair comparison. Terry Castro is on Facebook. I think if she's really in some kind of mental health facility, it's just her trying to get herself prepped for charges coming against her. Right. And we don't know where Jen is necessarily. Steph's father said early on, that was in the spring when he was first arrested, that he heard that she was in a mental health facility. But I think all of us sort of heard that. So I don't think he had any extra information. Hi, Vinny. To your earlier question of what part of Ireland is in the UK, it's Northern Ireland that is in the UK. You should know. Yeah, I know that. But I know things have changed over there recently. Haven't they changed a little bit? When I went to school, yeah. See, here's the thing. When it comes to everything happening over there across the pond, like what I learned in school, like names of countries and stuff, have changed through the years, has evolved. Obviously, the breakup of the USSR changed things immensely. Some of the civil wars taking place have changed things over there as well. But yeah, the little piece of Northern Ireland, right? That's part of the UK. I get it. I remember that. But then you're not British though, right? If you British, you have to be from England. But the UK is the United Kingdom, which is England, Northern Ireland, and Scotland. It's been a while. It was the 80s, man. It was the 80s, man. Thank you, Abby. All right, let's continue. Lady Law Sandra, we got a lawyer. We got a lawyer. I do not think they saw Maddie like a child. Very interesting. Yeah, the JennOrMaddie relationship, not normal. And not because of Maddie, because of Jen. It wasn't warm and cuddly. It was not warm and cuddly at all. Kind of bizarre. You feel so bad for Maddie. She didn't have that, you know? The warm, cuddly mom. Adam Drives Helen. Happy Halloween, Vin. Happy Halloween. Thank you. Oh, we got the skulls, the crossbones, and we got some pirates going there. All righty. Fantastic. All right. Let's see. A couple internal discussions. LAW, is that you singing, Vinny? No, I cannot sing. I do sing, but like, if you know what I mean, like I can't sing. Like, I don't have the gift. If I could sing, that's all I would do. If I could sing, but I can't. I'll do karaoke, but I'll emphasize the physical performance, and because the vocal performance will not be on key, in key. It'll be out of tune. But thank you, LAW. Ooh. Karen D. Skywarn. Vinny, hey, I was on Court TV watching, but I can't find a link to be a member. Uh-oh. Well, someone's going to reach out to you, Karen D. Skywarn. And when are they going to arrest this woman? Horrible mom. If she's going to be arrested, and that's a big if, not before his trial, that's for sure. Not before his trial. Not going to happen before his trial. No way. All right. How far behind am I? I'm still like half hour behind here. Martine Luti. Oh, man. From the Netherlands. Martine, I am struggling with the last name. It's an E and I, a J and an N. Lutin. I don't know what you do with the J. That's a tough one for me. But happy Halloween from the Netherlands. Yes, thank you so much. Sporting the shades today. Loving it. Loving it. Thank you. Kathy Gidry, the topic is perfect for Halloween because I'm spewing my eyeballs. Yeah, it's sick. It's sick. It is sick. There's no other way around it. Okay, this is an interesting comment from Sandra Roman Bledsoe on Facebook. Maybe Jen did it and he's covering up for her, even though he's so guilty of other things. No way. Not in his character. I won't buy it. That's not his character. He'd be singing like singing like me. I don't think he would cover for anyone. I don't think he cares about anyone but himself. Those are my thoughts. Monica Place, happy Halloween, Vinny, chat, and the mods. And we got is that a real bird? Is that a real bird? And Grizzly True Crime in the house. Maddie, make sure you're subscribed over there as well, folks. Maddie is no longer sleeping with me. I can't risk it. Woody Allen situation. That Woody Allen comment, like who, wow, what would make you say that, think that? That's the most incriminating thing. But is that going to get you beyond a reasonable doubt inside of a courtroom? I don't think it would. I don't think it would. I'm going to try to catch up here. I'm going to try to catch up because CC Orleans. OMG, I love it. Vinny emoji. Was there a Vinny emoji? Thank you, CC. CC Rada. Oh, here we go. Diana, I seen Stefan's body in the arrest video. It was nasty. Oh, yeah. In my last live stream 2 days ago, I was featuring it. Do you people want to see it? No, you don't. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was the talk of the town, and not in a good way. Elaine McKenzie. 13-year-old girls should be fancying pop stars close to their age, not gray-haired, whiny-voiced dwarfs. That's true. That's absolutely true. So true. Incredibly true. Now, if this was the Tangent Podcast, we would spend the next 15 minutes talking about pop stars when we were growing up, starting with, I don't know, Keith Partridge or Leif Garrett. Oh, wow. I'm going to put this up. Oracle Priestess Naomi, bearer of victory. I have a mother like Jen Soto. Man's wants and needs come above the child. I learned over the years that she never wanted to be a mom and she needed unconditional love. Sorry, that was your experience. Pink for life. Was Maddie pregnant? No. If she was, there would be an upcharge. All right, jury duty pod. Kimberly B. She's guilty of letting her low self-esteem convince her that this laundry bag full of spoiled meat was some kind of a win. A lot of truth in that. There's a lot of truth in that. Whole lot of truth in that one. Desiree Collette with a super sticker. Thank you, Desiree. Great to see you. Are you in front of a brick house? All right. A lot of happy Halloweens. Thank you for all the happy Halloweens. Angela Sullivan with a super sticker today. Thank you. Marissa Karshia back. I feel Maddie knew that this had to be kept a secret or else she would have told somebody. I don't think the text was her. Well, she was absolutely manipulated into not saying anything about what was happening to her. You know, not telling someone in her life outside of her mother. Fitting stream for Halloween. This case is a horror show from Captain Janks. Great to see you, Janks. Yeah, I was debating, I was going to go super lighthearted today, but I didn't. Oh, here's Linda reminding me not to eat candy because then my blood sugar will be high. That's interesting because at the end of the program, we know he guessed my blood sugar. And I will tell you, I have not had any candy. And I'll be honest with you. Can I make a confession? I'm actually not a big candy guy. Even before the diabetes. Yeah, not, Halloween, I would collect the candy. It was fun, but didn't like anything with peanuts or any sort of nuts. Didn't like peanut butter. I think the only ones I really ate were Milky Ways and Three Musketeers and Marathon bars. You remember Marathon bars? I like Marathon. It was like caramel that was like in a weave covered with chocolate. Milkshake bars. Do you remember there used to be a candy bar called a milkshake bar? I used to like those too. And then I would have, sweet tarts, Starburst. The Starburst, I used to like those. If I was about to lose a tooth and it was a little loose, I would use the Starburst to get it out. But I'm still not a big candy guy. I like cake and ice cream. When I was a kid, it was cake and ice cream that I liked. It wasn't the candy so much. Lynn Kruger, Vinny, you are awesome. Love watching you. Awesome. And those dogs are awesome. Thank you, Lynn. Oh, Adam is singing. Order in the chat. Order in the chat. All right. Abby Pierce, I can't afford a super chat, but I love you, Vinny. Silver Fox. Thank you, Abby. Abby, I think I hit up your comments twice today. How about that? Not too shabby. Jury Pod, Kimberly B. A token of gratitude for not visually waterboarding us with SS shirtless photos today. Thanks, Finn. I was tempted. I was tempted. I may... All right. Maybe next time, if we do it on the on the Tangent podcast, I will torture Al and Jonesy. I'll just go full screen. Yeah. Melody Dillard. Wow. Is that your baby? That's your little baby? Thank you so much. Look at that little baby. How cute. How cute. Thank you, Melody. Wherever you are from, supporting big time today. Big time. All right, let me check the time here. Oh, reminder, folks. Reminder, we're live streaming, simulcasting Court TV's YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. If you're on mine, make sure you go to theirs to subscribe and to like. And then don't forget, membership available over at the Court TV YouTube channel. Different levels with different goodies that you get and access to content and other special events. Also, make sure if you're on over there that you come over to mine, show a little love with a like and a subscribe. We're also on Facebook, X, and Twitch with the big simulcast today. So welcome to everyone who is watching. Right now, talking about SSterns, Jen Soto, Maddie, all because of this. And I'll go full screen with it. With these new parent decision coins, there was a text message from someone. The name was redacted to SSterns. This was sent from either Maddie or Jen. Maddie or Jen sent this to Steph, a new parent decision coin, special double-sided coin for new parents. And the question is, as a result of that, what do we read into that? Were they planning it? Were they talking about it? Did they want to have a child? And they were speaking basically seemingly like a couple, like we need this. Like that's how a couple speaks, right? So that's why initially you think, all right, it's Jen. But are they a couple at that point? Does Maddie think that they're a couple because of all the abuse through the years? Crochet addict, I must confess, I have a crush on Vinny. Well, Crochet, thank you very much. That's appreciated. That reminded me of a song by the Jets. Do you remember that song by the Jets in the 80s? Pate Master 13, has there been any more conjecture regarding SS running a kitty corn biz? I think because of the money coming in that something diabolical was going on. Well, there were images of others on a hard drive, not just Maddie, 35,000 images of others. As Gray Hughes investigates, uncovered, another channel you should subscribe to. He was on Telegram that night. Telegram is the encrypted, secretive communication app where you can form in groups where people communicate anonymously, and it's difficult to track users down where they are, which is why people involved in the world of terror and in kitty corn also, again, I like that. We're going to use that. I'm going to use that, kitty corn. That's perfect. Thank you, Pate Master 13. People involved in kitty corn will gather there. There's also legitimate reasons to use the Telegram app, obviously, but others do it as well for reasons that aren't so legit. All right, we got so many comments. Over 3,000 watching on Halloween. All right. Ashley Bouchard. If she missed her period, she might have thought she was pregnant, and Stefan is dumb, so that could be motive. Right. Well, yeah. Ashley putting some pieces together because there was, seemed like some inconsistencies in her cycle, that it was a little off, right? Now, again, we've never spoken with Maddie. We didn't know about her until after all this happened. Ooh, this is interesting. I got something interesting to show you in a second. She may have thought it. Now, this is really, really interesting. And thank you for posting this, Shiny Jewels. Plunder. Plunder's always on top of stuff. Did you ever notice that? YouTuber Plunder copied and pasted the text, confirmed Maddie sent this to Stefan. The version we got was redacted, so I'm wondering where the unredacted came from. Could be leaked, obviously, or you could perhaps read through it. Now, obviously, on Court TV, we are going to take the redaction and further blur it, right? That's the way we will handle it and the way we did handle it. But if you're trying to uncover whose name is there, does that blow your mind if that's true? Does that blow your mind? I mean, nothing shocks me, but still what the poor young girl, what her world was like, and it's almost like her childhood was stolen. That should be a charge too. Stolen childhood should be a charge in all of this. All right. We're getting close to a wrap here, so I'm going to go really fast now here because I'm still behind. Beverly Harless with a super sticker. Thank you, Beverly. Too kind, Beverly. You're too kind. And bang the gavels. We got a new member, Sherry McCormick, new YouTube member over at the Court TV YouTube channel. Welcome, Sherry McCormick. Sherry, baby. And here's a comment from Sherry. Maybe it was Jen, and she is lying because she knew all along, and her and the monster were going to raise the child. Could be. I mean, the lying here, there's obvious reasons to lie. With all of this stuff going on, there are reasons to lie. So. Sagumi. Minipolitan, hello from Poland. Can't wait for the next Tangent podcast. That'll be tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern. The Tangent podcast. Tomorrow, I think we'll be doing some Delphi. Tomorrow. The state just rested today, so we got a lot to talk about there, including the alleged confessions. All right. Ashley, Stefan's moobs are the scariest thing I've seen. That would not be a good Halloween costume. Thank you, Ashley. Susie Catherine became a YouTube member. Congratulations and welcome. Welcome to your membership to the Court TV YouTube page. Let It Be 77 with a super sticker. Thank you, Let It Be 77. I remember 1977. That is like just as we're getting closer, drawing closer and closer to the peak of disco, baby. That's like 79 was the peak of disco. 77, we are moving, we are grooving on the dance floor. But I don't think Let It Be was even born yet. But we were grooving. All right. Gen X asking everyone to post their favorite candy. Post your favorite candy. All right. My Five Cats. Thank you. It can take many, many years to speak up. Sadly, that choice was taken away from Maddie. Yeah. You know, the manipulation through the years. Catherine Sabrino with M&Ms. You know, I ate M&Ms too. Like if I got M&Ms on Halloween, I would keep those. Like I would trade stuff with my brother. But I would trade Snickers. I trade that super fast. I was always trying to get I think if I had to push comes to shove, it was the Three Musketeers. That was number one. I like the other ones too. The marathon bars like Jupiter Moon. Oh, Jeanette, Belgium chocolate. So good. I'm not going to put it up. I'm scrolling past McSpunky talking about his cup size. I think those are the cups for his beer, though. All right, Melissa Van Rensburg with a super sticker. Woohoo! Happy Halloween. Thank you, Melissa. So I guess there's a Vinny emoji. I'll be honest with you. Like YouTube, I am still a novice here. At some point, maybe over the holidays, when I have a few days off, I'm going to do a little bit of research, a little bit more of a deep dive into all of this, find out about these emojis and everything. But Court TV on the job. And Jenna, hey, Vinny, try astragalus to improve kidney function, help regulate blood sugar. There are successful studies, both lab and clinic, for type 1? Because I'm type 1. Interesting. Thank you. All right. All right. How far behind? Oh, I'm still about 10 minutes behind. I'll get there. Una, Melissa Van Rensburg, matching our czars, another Safa with good taste. All right. I think Safa is South Africa. Something. But thank you, Una. Thank you, Melissa. McSpunk, Odin told me to contribute once again today, so I have paid. Yes, indeed. What's interesting is going to see, we're moving to the defense case now in Delphi, is they still want to get this Odinism in front of the jury, and that's going to be the battle that's going to take place in that case. But thank you, McSpunk. Carolyn, it's true. Maddie thought they were in a relationship. Oh, I forgot Wales in the UK. Wales. That's right. Anonymous. They were making money off that poor child. And yeah, don't forget what Stefan's parents said, that there was money coming in. He had no idea where the money was coming from. KT Ray, I think you need the original release document, not like forwarded and forwarded versions. Not forwarded versions. I think it's in digital form, unless I don't know what we got. So our assignment desk goes out and gets the documents at Court TV, right? And by the time I see it, everything's been digitized, right? So I don't know if the original is an actual piece of paper or if we get a digital file with all this. I presumed we got a digital file and all the reports and everything were scanned. So a copy of a digital file is the same as the original. It doesn't really lose anything like the old days, when you used to have to make copies of copies of copies of copies. All right, I think I'm almost caught up. Almost. Adam, True Crime Addict. Great to see you, Adam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Nice photo. Cool. I'm trying to see what that hat says, but I can't tell from here. I can't tell. By the way, Jade Perp with the York's Peppermint Patties. Okay. College, I got hooked on York's Peppermint Patties, but only one way: out of the fridge or the freezer. Have to be cold. It's the only way I eat the York's Peppermint Patties back in the day. Haven't had one in years. Maybe I should have one. Wendy Man became a YouTube member. Welcome. And who's feeding who, Wendy? Who's in charge in that house? Great photo. Greenwool Witch, my friend from CrimeCon. Missed you, Vinny, recovering from hurricane in Western North Carolina. Oh, my goodness. I hope everything's okay. Candy-wise, it was anything caramel, Milk Duds, or even just the squares. You know where I was? And we used to get the little, remember you used to get the Hershey collection of the little ones? There was like wasn't there like Special Dark? There was the yellow one, and then there was like the regular Hershey's bar. Hershey's, I was like, on milk chocolate. I like the Special Dark, or I like the one that had little Rice Krispies in it. What's the bar that had the Nestle Crunch? The Nestle Crunch. I like those. Milk Duds I would eat. You know, Milk Duds I would have at the movies. Wasn't a popcorn guy. Ashley, we want to see Zuko. Zuko! See if he comes out. Zuko! Let's see if Zuko the dog makes I hear his feet. He hears it. Zuko! He is. I'm going to go down the stairs. All right. Oh, the $100,000 bar. Yes. That's back when 100,000 was a lot, right? All right. It's that time of the show, ladies and gentlemen. I've had a pretty normal day, pretty normal lunch. No, I have not had any glucose during this program. I didn't have any glucose before the program. Pauline, thank you so much. So it's pretty much just a normal day for me. So you have to base your guess of my blood sugar. I had no candy, nothing. It must be based solely on how I look, how I sound, how fast my mind is going. So it's that time of the program, folks, where and again, no prizes will be awarded, but recognition will be given.
Here's a type 1. He's type 1. His pancreas is on first. He has diabetes, type 1 juvenile diabetes. And so it's time to guess, is more or less, what's his blood sugar? What's Vinny's blood sugar? Under 70,
Debbie and Bill, pretty close.
he gets like 10.
My
Under
silly little
60,
gang
all
getting
the
close.
alarms start ringing. Over 180, he starts to get lethargic.
Do one again.
But when it's 90, Vinny, eyes are singing. And so it's time to guess.
Like the returning champion. I'm gonna keep
It's
track of who's
more or
winning
less.
all these.
What's his
We're gonna have a
blood
big award at the end of
sugar?
the year.
What's
Who won the most
Vinny's
time.
blood sugar? But take a guess.
Wow.
Yes, take a guess. Let's
Man,
guess.
they're all over it.
Vinny's
that was your first
blood
guess, too.
sugar. Now
108. That's a great number for me, by the way. That's a really good number. Anita also came in at 108. Good job, good job, good job. There you go, folks. All right. So big thank you to everyone who was watching. The Justice Junkie and Abby got it, but I don't know if that was after I said it was 108. Good guesses. Oh, that's right. Ashley works in a diabetes clinic. That's like a ringer. She's a ringer. We've got a ringer for the blood sugar game. Okay. So thank you for watching. Tonight, 8 o'clock, verdict watch in the burn pile case. Maybe we'll have a verdict tonight. Maybe I'll be wearing a red tie. 9 o'clock, Delphi. We're all over it. The state has rested. We'll take a closer look at all that. We've got our people on the ground in Indiana with the latest on that. Thank you to everyone from watching from the Court TV channel. Appreciate it. Here's Melissa glamping on a hot summer night, loving the show. Really dislike this horrible guy. Maddie deserves so much better. P.S. South Africa is czar. Correct. Fantastic. Thank you, Melissa. Thanks for watching. Vin gives diabetes ADHD. That's funny. That's funny. That's good. So I'll be on tonight live from 8 to 10, 8 to 9, closing arguments, 9 to 10, Vinny Politan investigates. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you tonight. Thanks for all our friends at Court TV for the simulcast. Have a great day. And as always, folks, as always, please don't forget to hug the kids.
Hey, get ready, get set, let's go.
It's true crime, streaming live, worldwide. It's Vinny Live. It's true crime, streaming live, worldwide. It's Vinny Live. Get ready. So post inside the chat. Get ready for the prosecutor hat. Get set to like and to subscribe. Let's go. It's time for Vinny Live.